So this is It Possible number 6. The machine is very complicated, so I think it would be a great idea for me to take you kind of behind the scenes for a walkthrough as to how this machine actually works, because it's actually very hard to tell in the video what's really going on. So I'm going to go step by step here. The ball rolls down this track and goes onto the yellow track through the roll of tape and onto this ramp and releases the domino. So this is what this step looks like. So, after the domino falls off the table is when it begins to get really complicated. You see, the domino is attached to this blue VHS tape, and it is also connected to this ball. So when this falls off the table, this is going to be very hard to explain, but here's what's happening. This gray connects piece here is on this lever, okay, and that's attached to this roll of tape. Now ultimately what this does is it moves the tape down the hill, or the ramp. Now how this works, you've got a string attached to the very end of the rod here. It comes through here and it goes all the way off the table, and it's attached to this weight. So this weight is pulling this gray connects piece down. So since it's attached to this lever, this end actually wants to go that way. So when this VHS tape falls off the table, this connects piece will come that way, will swing that way, and it'll allow this tape to roll down the hill, and it will complete this track here with this yellow track here, because it'll roll up. Okay? Also, remember when this falls off the table, it releases this ball. So this ball rolls down the ramp here and across here, and the tape will already be here by the time the ball gets there. So then, that is the second step, and I'll show you that. Okay, so after the ball rolls down here and across here, normally it would bounce on the table and fall into this track. Now in the video you just saw it didn't, because I put a basket there just so that I wouldn't have to catch it. But after that it would roll down here and release this domino, which would fall onto the VHS tape and kind of just slide off the table, and release this connects piece, which will release the marble down the ramp. I'll show you that step right now. So the marble rolls down this track, just like this, and it hits this track, like train track, that's standing up. Now this acts like a domino, and it pushes the VHS tape off the table. Now again, this is the same technique as it was before. You see, now this gray piece is resting against this one. Now, how'd that happen, you ask? Well, here's what happened. Now remember, this was up like this, right? Near the top. Okay? So as it went down, it pushed the gray piece with it, and that swung this around until it landed against here. Now if you watch that other video, you can probably see that. So that's what happens there. So after this falls, it knocks this off, and it releases this string, which is attached to this ball. So now I'll show you that step. Now after that, the tape rolls down to here and completes this track. And as you may have noticed, there were some blocks in the way of this track here. I did that on purpose so that I also wouldn't have to mess with it. But normally the ball would roll down, turn the corner, and release this domino, which would release this ball. It would roll through the tape again, and onto the board, and just onto the track, and into the cup. So, I'll show you how that step works.
And hey, don't forget to pre-order your chocolate-covered strawberries for a worry-free Valentine's surprise. You can even come in chocolate fondue for two for just $19.95. And don't forget to bring your Valentine's cupcakes in the all. Coworkers, from lattes and cupcakes to wine and gelato, Sugarland's got a treat for every sweetie. Come on, skip the hassle and head $1,000 cash. See us today during the Zero Sale and find two roads at the end of the Come over to Sugarland, the Triangle's most famous dessert cafe with locations in Chapel Hill and Carrollton. Think about maybe doing the chocolate cover. Exclusive access to RV show pricing at the Raleigh RV Show and Sale now through February 29th. New travel trailers as low as $229 a month. New fifth wheels for over $279.
$14.99 excludes for veterans and players 01 and a small time